Welcome to a spirit animal message. When I was shuffling this message, and I had already uploaded the start of this message on my channel under my shorts, and there is a little whale emoji to match this with the short. There was a song playing in my head from Ed Sheeran, The Shape Man. No, that's not it. Your love is all I know. Baby, I dancing in the dark with you between my arms. Listening to our favorite song. And what had came out first was singer. Humpback whale singer. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. What's standing out to me, what had already stood out to me, and it's still the same. I just looked at it a little further just to make sure that something is being revealed. Or reflected, I should say. It's like things that aren't exactly clear. There's things that aren't clear. There's things that are still in this unknown space or that haven't fully come into the light of day. However, there is this energy of what has not come out into the light of day is reflecting onto the moon. So there is this energy of like it reflecting into your world in a way where it's being noticed, even if it's not clear. So you see something coming in even if it's not clear. Puffin partnership. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. And for this, I was thinking of, there's this two potentialities I was thinking of at first, but then when Grace came out, it made me feel like this is more to do with a love connection. However, I do still want to tell the other part of this is that this could be a person who uses their voice as singer in some way, who is bringing in that right partner, that right business partner to fully emerge as that matured swan, right? However, this also could be this connection, right? Through the voice, somehow there is this connection as far as singing. So maybe this is a connection where it started out with something to do with music. Or maybe that's the song that song from Ed Sheeran was a song that was a couple song, right? And then, or this is who you're bringing in, I think, as of the partnership. For if this is a love connection, that is how you're gonna find that right person that you could love in your whole and complete way, and who is going to love you back in that whole and complete way, and really be your life partner, like a partner for life. Swan Grace, you who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light, help me transform into elegance and grace, inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. I feel like there's this connection that's about to land. For some reason, the land behind the birds was standing out to me, almost to say, I think of like when birds land on land, like they're in the water right now. However, when they're ready, they're gonna flutter out and go on land to walk around, to be of reality. Right now, they're just swimming around, kind of having their own calm, chills time, eating however that, the swan being its swan. But this is a representation of this grace, this peace, this serendipitous comes to mind energy surrounding this. And there's going to be a serendipitous connection. I feel like it is about to come into it's about to land, it's about to be in front of you, whoever is coming to this. So you're about to have someone in front of you that is your divine partner. Clear. So what is the starting position for this message? A starting position for this message. I'm just gonna try once more. Starting position for this reading. What is the starting position for those coming to this reading that resonates with this reading? Okay, this is the Nine of Pentacles. For this one, what has stood out to me is that there's a squirrel, and squirrels can represent being prepared. And then its face is cloaked, and it's only looking at her, and she's the only one that can see its face. And I feel like there's something like you're getting insight through some sort of like guardian, or you're getting insight about a situation from some form of an energy that no one can actually perceive in its full clarity but you. And you've been preparing for something for some time. There's something that you've really put work into to build a foundation, to build that wall around your peace. And I feel like this is you behind that wall of peace that you created for yourself. And it's like you and spirit are looking at each other, and you're already this completely prepared person to be ready to receive, to be open to the right person. What is crossing this situation in this partnership? This person. What's crossing this situation is that you're in this magnetism energy. So you're attracting your mirroring partner. And this is the Empress energy. Standing in this gorgeous space. And this reminds me of like a red vein jasper. And I just feel like you've become this sovereign, feminine strength. And you're standing in your power. You're standing in that beauty. You're attracting that person. That's that empress. That's being attractive. That's being magnetic. That's somebody feeling pulled towards you. What's the destiny of this reading? Or this for this? Or this person? No. What is the destiny for this message? What is the destiny? The destiny of this is to get out of stagnation, to receive the messages with it clarity, and to stop holding back from new beginnings. You're very abundant and you have so many things coming in for you. What is the destiny of? Manifesting yourself to move away from things that have ended and no longer serve also is a part of that destiny. What is a recent past? In the recent past, things suddenly started to change. And I don't know how things changed. That could have been, I think this is for the better. Things it's like things changed and you've been changing. You've been changing. You've been shifting. You've been shifting within your being. And you're shifting into this new reality where you're in this receiving energy to receive to be the magnetism, because it's not like you're not seeking. And this person is going to show up and lighten up, to light your life, to lighten up, to enlighten you on deeper reflection also as part of the message, I feel. Success. So a perspective card. A perspective for this message. So a perspective is things are going to suddenly start moving quickly, where you're going to find this time where there's this love engaging with each other on a regular basis, being fun, being loving, being quick to say yes to that date, right? Because feeling like you found the right one. That's the perspective. Feeling like you found the right one and being ready to say yes. And then let's see. For your environment, an environment card, something to help me perceive. So you have this Ten of Pentacles. In your environment. You may have received some form of large sum of money. Let me get one more. For the environment. It's like things that are abundant, but there is things that are also possibly over. You're like, it's like you're abundant, but you have this energy of holding back to know which way to go with more clarity. Because Spirit's about to come up behind you and lead you to where you need to be in this weird, subtle way. It's like to put you in the right place at the right time. How are you feeling? Six of Pentacles. You're feeling fulfilled and gifted, like you've been gifted. You've been given so many gifts from the universe, and you're feeling just abundant. This is also this energy of receiving what you need in the present moment, and more than what you need in the present moment, to sustain you. Feeling generous. I feel like you're just feeling very generous. That's what it is. That's what really stood out to me most, is that you have this generous energy going around, because you're just so, that's just who you are. A final result card. The Queen of Cups. So the final result is being ready to receive that cup of love, being in harmony with the universe, knowing she just looks like she knows. She already knows that the right person is going to come to her when it's time. The queen isn't going to get up and chase. The queen already has her king. So moving into the future, sitting on your throne of yourself, right? Embodying that power of you, also that power of love, embodying that power of love. So the final results, moving it into the future, is embodying that love to magnetically receive the right person. I'm going to read from I'm going to pull a card from the 42 Ideals of Ma'at in Daily Life. I offer words of good intent. I offer words of good intent. So 11. So pay attention to what you've been thinking about during this message, during this reading. For those of you that are watching all of this, that there is a message here for you. And there may be this request for full presence so that you don't miss any intricate insight that could assist you moving forward. So I offer words of good intent. In geometry, a fractal is a never-ending, infinitely complex series of patterns self-similar across varying scales. Life, language, and the language by which we live our life can be considered a fractal of sorts, a replication of infinity expressed through the kaleidoscope of consciousness, perceived through the human lens. Language is a powerful tool with which we can find guidance to navigate infinity, and how we actively and mindfully participate in reality is the punctuation to our life's sentence. A consciously chosen vocabulary has the power to create worlds within our words. Because if you look beyond the surface of the sound symbol and dig more deeply, there are hidden fractals to every term. How we define a word is its seed, but its etymology gives its roots, and from these roots the seed finds nourishment to feed its soul. As light gives spirit to the life expressed, the human body is symbolism. By Manny P. Hall discusses the notion of esoteric languages such as Hebrew being written and read from right to left, because the intention is for the words to be received in the direction of the heart. Hall further elucidates that Egyptian hieroglyphics were placed on columns that could be read from left to right or from right to left, perhaps because of an emphasis placed on a balance of the masculine and feminine mind. Language expressed as a synthesis of both hemispheres and a unification of the heart, body, and mental faculties. Being a living expression of the ideal, to offer words of good intent means understanding that our living word is the light of our life's shine. The living word is the light our life shines, and intentional language illuminates infinite potential for growth and evolution. How we navigate experience with a mindfully chosen vocabulary is also how we become a cartographer of creation, mapping new territories with keen perception and the heart as our living compass. I love how the last word is compass, and it feels like someone that hasn't even met the person yet. However, I feel like this person that's coming in is going to speak to you in a way that's going to show you, their words and the way they speak to anyone is going to be, I feel, what initiates your attention. I pray this message assisted those who came here in some way and gave any insight that can assist you on your path moving forward. And I just would like to say thank you to everyone who comes to listen to the messages on this channel, and live in peace. And until next time,